Now, the Speaker of the House of Representatives is set to inaugurate an ad hoc committee on the implementation and oversight of Nigeria's Naira-for-Crude oil policy. The committee is expected to track the implementation of the policy and ensure that revenue from Nigeria's crude sales aligns with national economic priorities. So, joining us live now from the National Assembly is our correspondent, Idong Joseph. Idong, good to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us. Can you can we know why this committee is important? What are the issues they intend to look at?
Okay, good afternoon, Mazino. For now, the committee has been inaugurated. As at when I came out, all members were seated and waiting for inauguration, but now they've been inaugurated. And this committee, as we understand that Nigeria's economy is heavily dependent on crude oil earnings, and considering also that the Naira-for-Crude sale is one among several initiatives by governments to help reduce that foreign exchange pressure and strengthen the Naira. This committee now, which is being inaugurated by the House of Representatives, and an organ of government, an arm of government separate from the one that made this policy, we can say that it will help bring that transparency in the management and handling of oil revenue by the government. That's transparency and accountability, which Nigerians have been yearning to see. And with this committee now being inaugurated by a separate arm of government, we hope that it's going to bring that transparency, because it's going to be scrutinizing the implementation of this policy. We understand that this policy is going to be implemented by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. But while it implements that, this committee set up by the House of Representatives will track this implementation, as it will engage with key stakeholders and even oil marketers, even those in the financial sector, to ensure that this policy is implemented to the latter. And beyond that, this committee also, I am very sure it's going to look at some of those gaps while it conducts its work, right? While it's conducting its work, it's going to look at those gaps that are inherent in this, in the implementation, and also possibly make recommendations to the government on how best they should implement this policy so that it will align with the federal government's economic priority.
Well, Idong, thank you very much for that. But I know that you touched on some of this, the Naira-for-Crude policy here. Can you give us a bit of history or maybe explanation exactly how it works and how exactly can it help with transparency and accountability?
Okay, the Naira-for-Crude policy, for crude oil policy, is one that allows the Nigerian government to sell crude oil to local refineries in the country in Naira, which previously it sells in dollar as it sells to other countries. But now this policy allows the federal government to sell crude oil to local refineries to reduce that foreign exchange pressure, and also the Naira, to strengthen the Naira. We've had cases where complaints that the Naira, you have certain amount of money, and that does not amount to value for you. And so this policy, while they sell these crude to local refineries in Naira, it's in that way to help strengthen the Naira itself.
Okay. Idong Joseph, thank you very much for bringing us details about the Naira-for-Crude policy. We'll be expecting more from you. Thank you indeed.